Day 92. Big boss has been up early. Finished at 6 in the morning. He's been doing the pool area. And now he's jet washing all the steel off. So we talked about obviously the potential damage that can be caused to the steel by it being out in the salt. The only way to physically protect it is to get it in the concrete early. Other than that, sheet it up, protect it with a special product, or jet wash it. So the earth has already been put in, let's have a quick look. Run the earth strap all the way around, and then occasionally they weld stroke solder. So that's what has to be inspected. The solder, weld, whatever the class it has, all the way around. Let's have a quick look on here whilst we're here. Yeah, so it's welds all the way around. I don't know how often they have to do it, but it's pretty much all the way around here. Trying to walk on the rebar, so forgive me walking like a fluid man. So I doubt they're not going to solder that, so it must have been welded somehow. I assume it's some form of just blowtorch, propane gas. And solder it all the way around. And this is what needs to be inspected by the city. They do it all the way around, and then it comes up here, and I can only assume, never assume, that will then go into the pump room there and be earthed inside there somewhere. So we have to get that inspected before we're allowed to pour any concrete in here. So we need to get that done sooner rather than later. But it's the city you have to book that with, who aren't like a private company. You can say, can you come out tomorrow morning? You are literally at their beck and call. So that's one thing we have to get done today. We can't pour concrete until then. We were hoping to try and pour this morning, which we're not going to be able to do until the city can confirm when they can come out. So anyway, he's been cleaning obviously all the salt off of the rebar up on the roof, just to try and prevent the rusting. And we're going to have to do that Friday morning, and we're going to have to do it Sunday morning, because it is going on a little bit. So yeah, that's where we are. Yeah, not too bad actually. Not too bad. So yeah, that's where we are so far. So today, it's going to be finishing off the scratch coats on the water tank. It's going to be trying to get this city guy out to test the earth. It's going to be then arranging the concrete. Again, you can't just order concrete whenever you want, so we need to try and find out when the city can come out to do the pool, so we can try and plan the ordering of concrete. That's something that's really important to get done. What else? The guys obviously have got to finish off their plumbing and their electrics upstairs. What else? I think that's it for the remainder of today, really. Can't do anything in here until we get the concrete poured. Once the concrete's poured, then again, we'll be taking all of this here out. Every single part of this will come out, right down to the footings. We'll get it all over into this room here. We'll dump it over into the top, because that's got to be full of marl. And then this will end up becoming a footing and concrete base that we've got to prepare. So lots to do by Monday. But hopefully we'll get there. Plastering yesterday, scratch coat wise, was finished off here. They poured this main beam here. So that's been poured. This has all been scratch coated all the way along, all the way around. So that's all good. Now they need to box up all the other joins in between the blocks and get those poured as well. Probably about 3 in total, so they're going to box those up today. The biggest downside now they've got that wall in, is they have to now carry the scratch coat material over the wall to scratch coat the final wall inside. That wall there. So now that wall's been blocked up, it's got to be scratch coated on the inside. So again, they've got to do that column there, column in the corner, and they've got to get the scratch coat material over the wall to do the inside. It's painful, obviously. Whilst we're up here, let's have a quick look what he's jet washed. He said there's a lot of salt on there, and he feels that all iron's good. So he's jet washed as much of that as possible. And we'll have to do that again, say on Friday and Sunday. That's it. Get poured Monday. So let's have a catch up. Checking in at 10 to 4, just see how things have gone with the day. They've had a few issues, unfortunately. We're trying to get city government system, whatever you want to call it, out to inspect the pool, which means they've not been able to pour, which is a real pain in the arse. So anyway, we're just to check what's going on. Cement mixers are still going, so I'm assuming they've still been flat out here. So let's spin around and have a look. The guys are still up there, so they've been pouring the actual columns in the corners there and there. And obviously they'll be on the other side. On the other side, obviously doing the scratch coating. They've also boxed up this part of the pool area. Can't see any other boxing that's been done there. I mean, they've still got to finish it at the other end. So I need to get that done sooner rather than later. Yeah, so sweep that out. They're probably scratch coated in there as well. They boxed up here. At least some of it anyway. So yeah, not too sure what's happened today. It's like an early start, but a bit of a misfire unfortunately due to not being able to get the right things done to move on. To find out when they're going to turn up, because at the moment if we don't get that poured, that's going to have a big hold up on us doing the walls for the slab. We're aiming for Monday. But to me that doesn't sound like we're going to get it done. So they're pouring in the actual holes themselves and they're obviously doing the columns, so that will sort that side out, which means that when then ready, we'll build a column. Where that board is there, we'll build a column there that will go right over to this side. And then, beam, and that will be held up by a column in the middle here somewhere, probably quite central. And then we can start boarding above. We can't board above until the swimming pool's done, because even though they're starting to board along here, as you can see it's stopped halfway through because we're still waiting for this wall to be done. But anyway, the actual the boarding is up. I think this end still needs to be sorted out. So we've got the trough, the water trough at the end that's now been marled. Oh, okay, I see what they're doing. This end has not been boxed up because what they're going to do is marled in here. So what they'll do is they'll pour the concrete straight over to the far wall, and then they'll block up on this part here, not there. They'll have a gap obviously for the trough, and then they'll block up from here. That's going to land up being where the water overflows the glass and goes into here, and then it will regurgitate around into the pump room, back up into the pumps. So yeah, that's the reason why that's not boxed up at the end, because it will run straight off concrete wise. So that's understandable. There's all the earthen strip that's in that they did this morning at the Cracker Sparrow. And that's what we need to get tested. So someone needs to stand over there onto the cable and test it through electricity to make sure there's no leakages at all, to ensure that it's safe. Once that's done, this is where all the walls can actually be built up. So it will connect with that wall there, go straight across, and then we can continue this roofing all the way through to here. And what they do is when they pour the concrete on the floor itself, they come down into the swimming pool, so that the swimming pool and the walls and the roof become one. So that's essential. What you can't have is a cold joint, i.e. splitting concrete in a swimming pool with water, because obviously that means water's going to leak. So that is really important to get done. And obviously what we're trying to do is take it all the way over here as well, all the way to the other side, pour the roof, the swimming pool, the roof above me now, and the main ground slab of the house. We're trying to pull all of that in one, which is going to be about 110 square metres, something like that, of concrete, which is monstrous. So that's going to be two teams doing the pour. So we can do it, but we need to get our shit in order to be able to do it. So fingers crossed we can actually get that nailed. It does look like there's been a little bit of work done on the plumbing and electrics today. I'm not too sure. So yeah, I think we're pretty much ready. Apart from that, we just need to get things in motion with regards to the pool, and off the back of that we can then go up. So that's about it for the day. So I'll get a catch up with the owner later to find out where we are with the actual pool itself. But that's the only thing that looks like now.